This is a good question. I like this one.
Okay.
Corey Hummel at Corey Michael Hum is the name. What has been best rewarding about the podcast Eyes Up Here to you?
Oh, working with you, Chad. That's
Thank
the
you.
most monumental thing I could have ever accomplished in this.
I would answer the same thing.
Working with yourself?
That's right. No.
Okay. I feel like, in the beginning, I did not want to do this. And you remember our initial conversation. I was like, I don't want to do this because everybody does a wrestling podcast. And what's going to make me stand out or make me different? But I'm glad that we did it. And, 4 years have gone by and I have picked up new fans who weren't privy to ECW through this outlet. You know what I mean? And so it's like, you never know who's listening, and a younger generation has found me through podcasting. So I think that's one of the better things that has happened from this is we've gotten new fans and they listen to the podcast and they go over and they watch our YouTube videos. They go and they watch old ECW stuff. They want to come see us at a show or a convention. It generates, a whole new, a whole new demographic, I suppose, because you're getting 20-year-olds that come up to the table now and I could be your mother. They don't care. Yeah.
And it creates content that, just like your wrestling career, people can go back and enjoy for years and years.
Yeah, like when we talk about things from the past or we do watch-alongs or whatever, and they're seeing it through my eyes for the first time, not living it when it happened. I think that's kind of cool. It's like when I go back and I listen to like some Beatles albums that I didn't know existed back then. I wasn't around when the Beatles were hot, but I can enjoy them now. So it's the same thing. So it just gives me another platform to, I guess, sell my brand to. And I don't know, put myself out there. And I just appreciate everybody giving us a chance and listening to the show. Well, and it's fun. It's fun to do this. Nothing's better than when you're at a convention and somebody comes up to you and they say, I love your podcast. It's so fun. I love listening to you when I'm in the car driving, or I love watching your YouTube channel, or whatever they say. It just makes you think to yourself, man, it's worth it. It's worth all the hard work that you put into, doing this kind of thing. So I appreciate everyone. And I'm so glad that you're listening. Makes me happy.
Second that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. How about this one? James 21999 wants to know, if you could change any booking decisions, yours or anyone else's, what would it be?
Wow. I would change the TNN deal. Does that count as a booking?
Look, consistency is key. You have been, that is one thing in all the years we've been doing this show that you have vehemently panned as the TNN deal.
I would change the TNN deal. I wouldn't have taken that. I would have held off for something better. And also I would have, if I had to say, I would have changed the fake EC dub and made it more authentic to the original ECW and not had the nonsense that went on. I mean, just let's call a spade here. It was not ECW. It didn't reflect ECW. You might have seen some familiar faces, but you can't polish a turd and make it look like a diamond. You know what I'm saying? So
there could have been a happy marriage between their vision and the original. There could have been the original with the spin that they needed to put. The biggest mistake that I think they made, outside of the zombie being in the first segment of the first new reboot, was that they didn't go to the arena for the first show. That was a huge, huge mistake.
Yeah, we went for a house show.
Right.
And I worked that house show, but we didn't, yeah, we didn't film there for television. So I don't know. I think that was a missed opportunity. I think
Yeah.
it could have been done so much more just authentic to the original brand. And I, my pitch that I got to get me to sign my contract, none of it happened. Not one thing that I was told happened. So, I felt like a little betrayed. Um, but again, it was my last big run, made a little bit of money, made some good friends from it, and life goes on. If you don't take a chance, you don't know what's going to happen. So you always have to take that chance.
ABBA, take a chance.
Take a chance
Take a
on me.
chance. Take a chance on me.
Right. Because you don't know. Could have been wonderful. It wasn't, but it could have been. So,
Let the bodies hit the floor.
please.